We're moving into a standing series that's going to involve footwork as well as movement through the frontal plane of motion for balance and injury prevention as well as sports enhancement. You're going to keep the third to lightest loop band. That's the red loop band with the YouniquelyFit set on your outer thighs. We'll be working on Warrior 3 to build up the hamstrings and the glute max and glute min. Hands come to the hips, come to the top of your mat, and stretch the same leg as your dominant arm back behind you into a leg reach. I want you to point the toes and make sure it's just a leg reach. So the leg is basically, you could lift it up and down so there's no weight on the back leg. Toes pointed, hips are square, and we're going to exhale, hinging forward, bringing the body nice and parallel to the floor. Bend your supporting knee and hold it here. Inhale one, breathe. Exhale one. Hands are on the hips, thumbs on the bony protrusions of your hips, fingers facing down to the floor. Pull the shoulder blades together. Plug the shoulders down the back. Lift your chin. Keep your hips square. On your next inhale, lift your torso up, tapping the toe back to the floor. And exhale to go back down again immediately. Take it down. Hold it down. Inhale one, breathe. Exhale one. Inhale two. Exhale two. Inhale three. We're going to four. Exhale three. Inhale four. Exhale four. Inhale coming up slowly. And we're going to do one more set. This should be the challenging side. We're getting it out of the way. Hinging forward. Square the pelvis off. Keep your chin lifted. Hold it here. Inhale one. Breathe. Exhale one. Inhale two. Exhale two. Inhale three. Exhale three. Inhale four. Exhale four. Inhale, come up. Pelvis pulls down as you come up, and we switch sides. You can shake out your standing foot, roll the ankle a few times if it's feeling a little fatigued. And set on up and make sure that the standing leg is nice and parallel. We don't want to aggravate the knee, so if you turn the foot out, it throws off the knee traction. Soft bend in your supporting knee, hands on the hips, thumbs on the bony protrusions of your hips, fingers pointing down to the floor. Pull the shoulder blades together, plug your shoulders down. Inhale to prepare, pointing the toes behind you, and really point your feet. It's very important that the feet stay pointed. Sends energy through the leg. Exhale to hinge forward, pulling the back with your inner thighs. And I find sometimes people's mats, especially if you have a Pilates mat instead of a yoga mat, are hard to balance on. So you can always step on your floor and get off your mat if you're struggling because it's too wobbly. Square the pelvis off and hold that position. Inhale one, breathe. Exhale one. Inhale two. Exhale two. Inhale three. Exhale three. Inhale four. Exhale four. Inhale, come up. One more set on this side. This side should be much easier than the last. Take it down. Square the pelvis off. Hold it here. Inhale one. Breathe. Exhale one. Soft bend in the supporting knee. Inhale two. Exhale two. Inhale, pelvis pulls to the floor. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Inhale, pelvis pulls to the floor. Exhale, pelvic floor muscles pull in and up. Inhale, pelvis pulls to the floor as you stand up slowly. Great. From here, we're going to use our yoga mat as a marker. So we're going to step across it in the frontal plane doing single leg balances. So we're going to use this Warrior 3. And for our step to single leg balance, we only do 3 breaths. So you get one less breath of a hold in your position. I want the hands on the hips, thumbs on the bony protrusions of the hips, fingers pointing down. Step across the mat onto a single leg. It doesn't matter which one you start on. Step and find your balance on one leg, immediately lifting the other leg back into Warrior 3. Finding that Warrior 3, holding, inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. So body parallel to the floor. One leg is lifted just like we did. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Bring your body upright. Step to the other side. So traveling across the mat onto the other leg, finding the balance. Hold it here. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Travel across the mat again. Other side, step. Find the balance immediately. Hold. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. And last time, step to balance. Find it. Hold. Pull the lower abdominals in and up. Plug the shoulders down. Stay focused. Lift the chin. Retract your shoulder blades. Pull them together and come on up to stand. From here, we're going to take this loop band that's around our outer thighs and we're going to bring it above our elbows. I'd like you to come down onto all fours, your hands and knees, and we're going to do a chaturanga variation that builds up the strength in the upper back and abs. So find plank pose. If you have no back issues, you can bring your legs together. If you have back issues, keep your legs hip distance apart. So we're going to inhale, prepare, and on our exhale, we're going to drop our chest all the way into the band, bringing our elbows by the side of the body for a tricep push-up. So going down on the exhale and pressing up, and then we inhale at the top, pulling the pelvis towards the heels. Exhale, so it's essentially a tricep push-up, but you're only going halfway down, elbows hug in by the side of the body. And inhale up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale at the top, pulling the pelvis towards the heels. Exhale, lower down and up. Inhale, pull the pelvis towards the heels. And exhale, lower down and up. And last time, inhale, pull the pelvis towards the heels. From here, let's come to child's pose, taking the band that's around above the elbows all the way to the wrist as we did in our opening child's pose. Hands on the foam roller, sitting back into that nice child's pose. Pull out on the band, plug the shoulders down, fingers long. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. We'll keep this band and the foam roller, and we're going to come into a seated wide leg stretch. So for the adductors, for the inner thighs, sitting down, taking your legs out to the side as wide as you can without bothering the knees. We have the band around our wrist and the foam roller between the legs. Let's take a forward fold, rolling our arms out on the roller forward, pulling out on that band, long fingers. Plug the shoulders down, pointing the toes here. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, pelvis pulls towards the floor. Exhale, inner thighs pull back to the wall behind you. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Walk over to your non-dominant arm. Walk over to your non-dominant arm and hang over that side. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Keep the arms active, reach them long, pull out on that band, plug the shoulders down, point the toes, hear your exhales, keep that tempo consistent, relax your mind, relax your facial muscles, soften the neck, the brow, the shoulders. Walk your way back to center and to the other side. Walking to the other side, hanging here. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Walking back to center, final 4 breaths. Push down and out on that roller. Plug the shoulders down. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back to the wall behind you. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, pelvic floor muscles lift in and up on those, the muscles that stop your stream of pee, contracting them. Again, inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. And inhale, pelvis pulls down, pelvic floor muscles as you exhale, pull in and up. Round yourself up on your next inhale. and bounce the legs slowly back together, bringing them back together. Slow, 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 slow. Great job. We're going to begin a standing series that involves Utkatasana 2-to-1 squats to build up the glute max and glute min. We'll be stepping to balance in the transverse plane of motion, doing dancer's pose, and we'll get in some upper body work as well. So I'd like you to start with your third to lightest loop band around your outer thighs, hands on the hips, thumbs on the bony protrusions of your hips, fingers pointing down to the floor. Plug the shoulders down, pull the shoulder blades together. Lift your chin up, gaze a little higher than eye level. Inhale, feel your pelvis pulling to the floor. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back into your squat. Shift immediately over to your dominant leg, the opposite leg as your dominant arm, kicking your butt with your other leg. So hamstring curl with the other leg. Point the toes. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4, standing up on that one leg. Inhale, lowering that shin on your exhale back to the floor. Feet start hip distance apart. We go from 2 to 1. Let's stay on that same side. Exhale to sit back. Inner thighs pull you back, shifting over to your dominant leg. Kick your booty with the other heel, pointing the toes. Plug the shoulders down. Hear your breath. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Keep the focus up. Inhale. And exhale, and inhale, stand up, pelvis pulls down as you stand up. We'll switch sides. Let's go to our non-dominant leg this time. So sitting back on 2 so you get full range of motion. Exhale, sit back, inner thighs pull you back, shift over to that single leg, kick the booty, keep the shoulder blades together. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Standing up on the inhale as the pelvis pulls down, bringing the shin down on the exhale. Pause at the top. Inhale, pull the pelvis towards the floor. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back. Shift over immediately. Kick the booty, point the toes. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4, exhale 4, and inhale, stand up, pull the pelvis down, exhale, lower that shin. Okay, the transverse plane. This is our turning plane. So imagine your body's at you're at 12 o'clock, so you're facing 12 o'clock. You're gonna take a quarter turn to 3 o'clock. So your body's at 12 o'clock, quarter turn to 3 o'clock. Step onto that leg into dancer's pose. Dancer's pose, kicking the heel to the butt as we just did in our hamstring curl, grabbing the foot, taking the opposite arm forward. Find your root chakra mudra, thumb and pointer finger together, palm facing up. That opposite arm is extended in front of you. Plug the shoulders down. You can drive the leg that's lifted. You can drive that thigh back for a quadricep stretch. Bend your supporting knee so you don't pull on the joints. And hear your breath. And then I'm going to have you turn right back to 12 o'clock onto the leg that was lifted, kicking the other heel to the butt, back into dancer's pose. So when we do a quarter turn through space, this is where 90% of injuries occur in real life. And we rarely train ourselves to stabilize when we're turning. So this can, help prevent an injury. Kick the heel to the butt. We're incorporating our dancer's pose, getting a quadricep stretch, holding it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 3, and stepping back, second set. And if you haven't switched sides, go ahead and switch sides. If you're alternating sides, we're going to do our second set on the first side. And find that mudra, pointer finger and thumb together, palm up, inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, quiet your mind. If you want to test your balance, you can close your eyes. One more breath here, and step back to 12 o'clock, and let's repeat it one last time. Quarter turn to balance, find the balance immediately, kicking the heel to the butt. Hold, inhale 1, breathe, exhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 3. From here, We are going to take the band that's around our thighs and switch it to above our elbows, making our way to all fours position. From all fours position, I'd like you to tuck your toes under and send your butt back into downward facing dog. You'll notice the band is going to hit your head. I want you to push your forehead into the band, engaging your neck flexors. Bend your knees slightly. From here, we're going to do a little pedaling, releasing the calves from all that standing work. Inhale. Exhale, pedal the heels. 2, 3, 4. Just bending and straightening the knees. Watch out for hyperextension in the elbows. Keep them soft. Keep the neck long. Lift the chin a little bit. Even here, you can turn the chin side to side. If you're feeling neck tension, you can bob it up and down. Just loosening up. From here, I'm going to have you lower down onto your knees slowly and make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and knees are under your hips. Once you're in that position, I want you to walk your hands forward a foot. So both hands forward a foot so they're still in the same plane of motion. Tuck your toes under and send your hips back into down dog. Don't readjust your hands and feet once you get back. Bend your knees deeply. And I want you to pull your chest through your arms coming into plank. Coming into plank, pull the chest through the arms. You should land right in plank. Hold it here. Bend the knees so they tap the floor. And inhale, pick the pelvis back up into down dog. Don't readjust the arms. Pelvis back up into down dog. Exhale, pull the chest forward, coming into plank. Tap the knees to the floor. Inhale, send the pelvis back up into down dog. So try to keep the bend in the knees when you send the pelvis up. And then pull yourself forward into your plank. Go, 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 go. Bend the knees, send the hips up. Try to keep the knees bent. Brace your abs, brace your abs, brace your abs. And then exhale, pull forward, bringing the chest through the arms. Wonderful. Tap the knees to the floor, sit back into your child's pose. You can slide that band down to your wrist, placing the foam roller under so that your chest and head have some room and space to stretch out. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. And let's make our way back up to a standing position. Hands on the hips. Take that loop band that we were just using and bring it back around your outer thighs. Bring your hands to your hips with the thumbs on the bony protrusions of the hips, fingers pointing down to the floor. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sit back into Utkatasana with your feet hip distance apart. Shift over to your dominant leg again as we were doing our 2-to-1 squats. Kick your booty with the opposite heel, pointing the toes. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale, stand up. Pull the pelvis down as you stand up. Lower that shin. Switching sides, going to the other side. Exhale, sit back. On 2, shift over to 1. Point the toes. Hold it here. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale, stand up. Pelvis pulls down as you stand up. And from here, feet hip distance apart. Tuck the chin to the chest and begin to fold forward. Forward fold. Option to grab opposite elbows or to bring the hands to the floor. Make contact with the floor. Soften those knees. Quiet your mind. And let's just breathe here. I'd like a little movement in the legs. So on your exhale, I'd like you to bend your knees by pulling your inner thighs back. And on your inhale, I want you to straighten the legs without locking the knees by pulling your pelvis down towards your feet. So inhale, legs straighten, pelvis pulls to the feet. Exhale, knees bend. Inhale, knees straighten. Exhale, knees bend. So it's almost like your squat. You're still recruiting the adductors and lengthening and stretching the back as you pull the pelvis towards the feet, straightening the legs. You're opening your hamstrings from all that hard work. Give me 2 more breaths here. And then I'd like you to take a slow 10 count using your lower abdominals, bracing them to round up. Relax the neck, facial muscles. Here we go. 10, 9, rounding up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, head lands last, 2, 1. Roll those shoulders back. Great job. We're moving into our final series. We're going to be doing lunge work, which will include Crescent Lunge, Warrior 1, and we're also going to hit tree pose through the sagittal plane using some weight and resistance. You're going to need a 5-pound weight, and I'd like you to take that in your dominant hand to start out with. And you're going to hold that hand in scaption, so it's right in line with the chest, shoulder height. Coming into a crescent lunge with the same leg as the hand that's loaded back. So the loaded hand's leg is back in a lunge. So come into a lunge and the back leg's hand has the weight. And so from your lunge position, we're just going to hold that weight up. Inhale, exhale, circle the arm out. 2, from the shoulder. 3, 4, other hand can come to the hip. Heel is popped up, so we're not in Warrior 1 quite yet. Crescent lunge. Use your glutes. Inhale, exhale, circle the arm. 2, 3, 4, and inhale, exhale, circle. 2, 3, 4, hands to the hips. Inhale, step it forward. Exhale, switch sides. Setting up on the other side for your scaption and your crescent lunge. Make sure your pelvis is squared. And we're going to take it up, hold it up. Hold it up, inhale. Exhale, circle the arm out from the shoulder. 2, 3, 4. Keep a soft bend in the elbow. Inhale. Exhale, circle. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. Exhale, circle. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale. And exhale, circle. 2, 3, 4. Let's hold this weight at the hip, hands to the hips. Inhale, step forward. Step to the back of your mat so that most of the mat is in front of you. And go ahead and hold that weight in your dominant hand right by your shoulder. So we'll be doing shoulder presses with the weight. Both arms can do the presses. On one hand is loaded so that we recruit the internal obliques. The other hand can do it as well, or it can be on the hip. Your choice. But whatever hand has your weight, I want you to step to the center of your mat into tree pose onto the same foot that has the weight, same side. Find tree pose, and then I'd like you to give me 3 presses here, 3 overhead presses. Inhale, press up. Exhale, it comes down. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. Notice your tree pose if the foot is on the knee. We want to avoid putting pressure on the knee. Bring it to the calf or the inner thigh above the knee. Keep your pelvis nice and square. We still have this band on to feel the external rotators of the hip. We're turning out from the top of the hip socket, not from the knee or ankle. Bring both feet back to the floor. Keep the weight in the hand it's in. So we're going to step that same leg we were standing on, the same leg we were doing tree pose on, backwards through space into the sagittal plane. Find tree pose again, same side. So same side, bring the foot to tree pose, stepping backwards, hold it. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. And now we can switch the weight. So we're just stepping forward and back to balance. So it travels through space to a single leg balance, traveling forward and traveling backwards. Hold the weight, same foot that is going to go down as your supporting foot is the side with the weight. Go ahead and step backwards or forwards, depending on your space, to that tree pose. Find it, and inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Keep your chin lifted. Gaze of your eyes is a little higher than eye level. Pull the shoulder blades together, widen the collarbone. Hear your breath. Once you finish 3 presses, travel either forward or back, whichever you haven't done, through space. This is injury prevention and sports enhancement here. Being able to move onto one leg without falling is very helpful. Find it and then give me that press. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Give me one more. And we're going to move to the top of the mat, still holding on to this 5-pound weight. I want you to hold it in your dominant hand and bring your arm into this position for your external rotator cuff. Elbow pinned to the side of the body, forearm forward. Step the leg back that does not have the weight. Step the leg back that does not have the weight. And the front leg, I like to think about it as at 12 o'clock. And depending on what side you're on, your back leg is going to be fully rooted now for Warrior One. And the foot should be either at 2 or 10 o'clock, depending on which leg is forward. Make sure the stance is wide enough that the pelvis can sink down on the inhales and the inner thighs can pull you deeper into the pose on your exhales. Isometrically holding that weight by your side, we're going to begin a little twisting and lateral flexion. So the other hand can mimic the hand that's loaded or be on the hip. You're going to bend on your exhale, the upper body. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Keep that going. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. One more like that. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Adding on. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist towards that front foot, twisting your upper body. And inhale back to center. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. 2 more like that. Bend and lift. This is an ab workout. Twist and center. External obliques working as you bend side. Pelvic floor muscles and TVA working as you twist. Bring both hands to your hips and go ahead and step forward. We'll switch sides. Let's start with an isometric hold. Find your Warrior One position, remembering the front foot is at 12 o'clock. The back foot is at either 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock, depending on which leg you're working. Square your pelvis to the front of the mat. Let your pelvis sink down on your inhales, and inner thighs help you pull deeper into the posture. Front leg is the goal is a right angle without any knee pain. Lift your chin up, widen your collarbone. You've got your external rotator cuff position, elbow glued to the side body. Wrists shouldn't be breaking. Keep the wrist flat. And here we go. Exhale, bending the body to the side. Inhale, lifting it up. 4 times like that. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Other hand to the hip, or it can do the same external rotator cuff position. Try to not lose the elbow against the side of the body. The more it gets away from the side of the body, the less the triceps and the external rotator cuff work. Let's add our twist. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. 2 more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Last one, make it count. Bending and lifting, twisting and centering. Bring the hands to the hips. Step forward on your next inhale. Set that weight down. Let's come to the floor for our final posture. I'm going to give you some options. If you're tired and you want something relaxing, you can take Shavasana. Lie on your back, palms facing up. Grab a blanket if you want to put something over you. Close your eyes. If you're wanting a little more heat, you can do a glute bridge, interlacing the hands under, opening up the throat. If you want a lot of heat, let's do shoulder stand. So we've touched on bridge pose today, and shoulder stand would be a little different. So I'll walk you through shoulder stand. You're going to bring your legs perpendicular. You can still have on this third to lightest band for this. Legs can be together if you have no back issues. I would advise them being hip distance apart if you have back issues. Point the toes, brace your lower abdominals, and you're going to do a reverse crunch. And I also want to preface this. If you have back issues, I would do the bridge. I wouldn't do shoulder stand. So if you don't have back issues, this is a good exercise for you. If you do, stick with the bridge or Shavasana. Bring your hands under your booty, under the flesh of the booty. Push your elbows down into the floor. Straighten your legs up into the air, engaging your lower abdominals. Point the toes, legs perpendicular to the floor. So they're straight up in the air, straight up in the air. There we go. Hold it here. Plug the shoulders down. Use those low abs. Inhale. And exhale. If this is too much pressure on the neck, please come out of it very slowly. Make your way into Shavasana or bridge pose. If it feels nice, check in with that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, fog a mirror. And inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And inhale, pelvis lengthens up towards the feet. Exhale, inner thighs, pull the legs over your head slowly. And then you're going to peel down vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing the hands, bracing your lower abdominals, lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee as you lower your spine back onto the mat carefully. Use the breath. Relax the neck and facial muscles. Quiet that mind. Bend the knees, plant the feet on the ground. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, roll to whatever side feels best, making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Let's bring our hands to our heart in a prayer, closing our eyes. Inhale. The light in me recognizes the light in you. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, rounding up. Flutter the eyes open. Have a great day.